afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and overtaken amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master propaganda hero, like defender of the fatherland, offered to a glorious 1v1 on Twin Beaches. In the north, we have Theodosios fighting for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. Here with the 26th Panzer Division, 2nd Panzer Grenadier Company. In the south, we have Charlotte fighting for America, freedom, democracy, and liberty. Here with the 82nd Airborne, straight to a double Pathfinder start versus triple Pioneer start, which again is becoming more and more the norm, I feel. Or at least a more common opening alongside, the more typical Kettenkrad openings. Also, a big hearty thanks here to Alvani for allowing me to cast this matches. This was one from some of his matches he paid for, some cash games basically between Charlotte and Theodosios. So a big hearty thanks there to him for both setting it up and allowing me to cast matches from it. And also a big hearty thanks to keep commenting and liking my videos. And finally a big hearty, very hearty thanks to those keep supporting the Propagandacaster Patreon. So we're off to the races here. We got here a broad approach here by Theodosios. Pioneer setting up there. And on top of Airborne we got Mechanized. We got Grenadiers arriving for Theodosios, the Grenadier, the backbone of the German army. In the south here, Pathfinders swinging in southwards, northwards, got a route squad backing them up here. Of course, German Grenadier quality could vary because, as a fun fact, the German army would actually, create divisions out of an expectation of general quality. So some divisions were just generally second to third rate division, fourth rate division, whereas again others were first rate, yes, we do good stuff attacking counter division, but they actually had a system for that. So the actual Grenadier quality could in that way, actually vary. MG4 up here for Theodosios. Second route squad here for Charlotte, as both are pushing for Mount Bacon. Pioneers could look to flank in which case he could assail here Charlotte's route squad, which is currently a bit icy. There goes Charlotte, already popping flares here with the Pathfinders upgraded with the utility package. 2 thumbs up, and no. Okay, now Theodosios is going for it. He's charging across the open ground. Pioneers going to in. Charlotte rushing in. Pathfinders trying to forestall this, but Theodosios is not to be slowed down. His Pioneers take losses here. He could have merged the Grenadiers with them, because up close the Pioneers actually have some decent DPS and actually definitely out DPS the Grenadiers. So actually converting your Grenadiers DPS into Pioneer DPS like that is actually not a half bad idea. It's actually something I do myself in these types of engagements. Theodosios decided against it. Personally, and of course, I'm not a better player necessarily than Theodosios, but personally I would have probably tried merging with the Pioneers there, just keep them going. And again, bleeding out the route squad fast. There you go, against Charlotte, deploying smoke here, blocking out the machine gun here. Theodosios had hope for that machine gun to turn the tide here, but instead Charlotte here smokes it, and now since route squad here around here, flanking the MD42, really stellar infantry play here by Charlotte against Theodosios. Catching the Pathfinders here, and there you go. I don't think Theodosios realized he didn't see the route squad, so now, or maybe just caught onto it because Charlotte did move to the big point here, which gives it away. Another Grenadier squad there arriving here for Theodosios. Another route squad for Charlotte. There you go. Narrowly spots the route squad and stops it now. Route squad pushed back and we got the Grenadiers forcing out the Pathfinders. A really intense early game engagement. Now we got 2 Pioneer squads going for the suppressed riflemen, but they managed to get unsuppressed just in time. Other Grenadiers squading southwards here. We got the Pathfinders making progress there. Still, route squad has to withdraw here in the face of the MG42 supporting the Pioneers, and Theodosios is finally able to claim here to the fuel point on the hill. Whew. Quite the intense first few minutes. Medical station, infantry supports in there for Charlotte. Grenadiers versus route squad here. Grenadiers pursuing the Pathfinders. Charlotte here trying to buy time against the Grenadiers, but I would say there are limits to how much time she can buy here. Luftwaffe company there for Theodosios. Fairly standard stuff. Luftwaffe company very much remains very popular because you get the Jaegers, which are obviously quite solid with the Panzerschrecks, both in terms of anti-infantry and anti-vehicle. You get armored cars, you got the Flak 30, of course you got Martyrs and Wirbelwind. So just, the Luftwaffe company right now is just an incredibly solid package that is just very popular as the go-to pick for a lot of Wehrmacht players. Meanwhile, Charlotte here with double Pathfinders, triple route squad and the Captain. Not quite the typical meta pick at the moment. Then again, most of the American battle groups are very much, to some degree, a meta pick. They're all to various degrees good. Special operations are probably the ones that are considered the least good at the moment, but even that one still sees some play. Got the 2-1 there for Theodosios. Mechanized as a meta pick, not too common either. It's more, coastal defense and Luftwaffe. I would imagine they got some kind of battle group eliminator going on with these cash games, they pick one battle group but they can't pick it again. Just to spice things up. Pathfinder's moving up here. So that's called these explained Theodosios pick for Charlotte. I mean, Charlotte is, very much an interesting player. Like, she tends to, like, explore the game. She's a bit more a non-meta warrior. So, in her case, this could be a deliberate choice as well. Armor car almost done here. Medic station on the way there for Theodosios and the 26th Panther Division. Ravscore being held up here with the MD42 and the Grenadiers here, but still good pressure here by Charlotte. Armored car, those arriving here. And we got Charlotte with the BAR there. Not so common nowadays to see players like push for fast BARs. That used to be the strategy. Now it's more fast Greyhounds. But again, Charlotte likes to go own ways. And as users, I mean, you can, still do very powerful things without rushing in a Greyhound. But I would point to that nonetheless. We've got grenades here, armor color pulling in here. Rav grenade though on the MD42. Pathfinders there pushed back. Fun fact about the US Rav grenade, it was basically just a Mark II frag grenade on a stick. In fact, they had to remember to pull the pin before firing it, or they just fire something the Germans could just throw back at them. Wonder that probably actually happened at one point or the other. Your guns, the Americans are taunting us again by firing unarmed grenades at us. Also, the Americans always flaunting their wealth. I'll throw it back at them. Jaeger's on the way for Theodosios. Grenadiers pushing up here. Grenades ready here for Charlotte. But still, even with that armored car there, Charlotte is still exerting strong map control over to Theodosios. Going for the cut-up on there with the BAR-wielding riflemen. Armored car coming in there, engaging the GRs out in the open. Hosing them there with its machine and gewehr on top. And before two team grenades being up for Theodosios. Of course, one thing considered for Theodosios would actually be some flamethrowers. I mean, he's got 3 Pioneer squads. Well, 2 of them, he lost 1. But, still some flamethrowers could be a really good investment here, since it's not like, spending munitions on upgrades for his Grenadiers, though probably some of the Panther strikes. But even then, I would recommend, some flamethrowers. Charlotte here going for a 4th Rav squad here. Getting in very heavily on the infantry versus those goddamn Germans. South side here, we got Pioneers bringing forward. A bit depleted there. Jaegers moving forwards for Theodosios and the German army. Captain there, overwhelmed here. As Theodosios leads a strong group there straight down through the middle. North, the armored car going straight for the Rav squad here. Don't think he's going to be expecting a snare out of Charlotte, or maybe, also very possibly, he just doesn't give a toss. And there you go. Oh, there we go. Just to briefly explain here, what Charlotte is just a common tactic at the moment, which is just first you snare and then you grenade, because the armored car and most other light vehicles don't have enough protection to survive a grenade. So once it's got the Indian damage, or even stunned up, you then follow up with the grenade, which can typically either finish the vehicle, or so he would just leave it further damage. So that was a sneaky little combo there. What Theodosios could have done as soon as he saw the other one, they could actually move the armored car forwards, because Charlotte was actually throwing it just away there, anticipating that the armored car would start moving backwards. So still, really clever move here from Charlotte. Hate playing against it, but from a more, out observer perspective, it's a really clever move. So thumbs up there. And you forward to the Rav squad here. South side here, we got Pathfinders pushing back alone, Pioneer. And Theodosios actually lost another Pioneer squad at this point. So definitely some significant losses that helps negate map control. But there you go. Theodosios here. Turn the tables around now, hopefully. He's hoping for that with the Akrat armored car here. Probably one reason, of course, he went for Mechanized. He can just rush that out. That should, of course, give Theodosios a bit more oomph here versus Charlotte with its autocannon, its quick-shot machine gun. And Charlotte still doesn't really have a lot of anti-tank weapons. She's pretty much relying on snares. She could go for an anti-tank gun. She could also go for paratroop bazookas. We'll have to see, of course, which of these 2 options Charlotte picks. As for Theodosios, the question is also going to just keep coming to at least a few more armored cars here versus Charlotte. Got the entering here, airdropping in for Charlotte. Eastern victory point there sees, or fuel point sees for the Pathfinders. Popping flares here. Charlotte clearly making sure, she doesn't, drop into any surprises here. Rav squad there, taking heavy losses there in the face of the armored car by the northern fuel point here on Mount Bacon. So we got the entering and the airdropping in. South side, we got machine gun with Pioneers pulling in for the Pathfinders there. Artguard here, engaging the Rav squad by the center. Falling a bit back here from the hill, now Rav squad charging across it into the Jaegers. Jaegers there, they'll learn how, not learn how the Rav squad is, but there you go, grenade off, easily turns to tight there. In the south here, Pathfinders are rebuffed there by Theodosios, but loses his Grenadier squad. Another stinging blow here to the German army. Oh, he didn't lose it. He actually transferred that for the Jaeger squad. 2 thumbs up. I don't see transfers too much, but he is correct. They can be quite solid there. So, yeah, very nice to see that. Yeah, Theodosios, very nice to see. I suspect he won't transfer out the remaining Grenadier squad because he wants to use that to merge him to the other squad, that way keeping reinforcement costs down. Plus also just offers like a easy way of reinforcing a troop immediately on the front line. We got the scope G for the Frieser for the Gewehr 43. Jaeger's Grenadiers pushing down here towards the captain there. Captain taking losses, pushed off. G43 being the primary semi-automatic rifle for the German army. Of course, there was the G41 before that. Though it was also common for German troops on the Eastern Front, for example, to pick up the Soviet SVT-40 if they get their hands on it. And on the Western Front, it did seem like German troops were kind of keen on using the M1 Carbine as a trophy weapon, which is a bit interesting as well. It certainly shows that was something to the M1 Carbine. Anti-tank falling back here, we got another Achtrad area for Theodosios, relying heavily here on the Aufklärungsabteilung of the 26th Panzer Division. Typically, 2 armored cars would make up a patrol, and 3 patrols would make up a platoon of armored cars. Fun fact. Pushing up here, another anti-tank air dropping in for Charlotte. I'm guessing Charlotte's going to be eventually going for a tank depot. As for Theodosios, tough to say here. He's obviously got a few choices to make here. He could just fill out for Panthers. He could take up before going for Panthers, push for Panzer IVs. He could side tech for Nebelwerfers. He'd go for Vesper. It's like, several paths here that Theodosios can pursue. So we'll have to see which ones he picks. We've got a mine here. Not shabby. Armored Caster definitely affording Theodosios more map control over Charlotte, allows the pressure more across the map, and again, courtesy of raid package, they can actually grab points as well. So that definitely gives Theodosios a fair amount of extra reach here. Second MD42 away with Theodosios, Charlotte there with a rather sizable force. He's actually gone up to 5 rifle squads. Not so common in the current metagame, where again it's more like, go for a bunch of greyhounds and such, but Charlotte he is definitely going for a more, boots on the ground approach with a lot of riflemen. Thumbs up. I imagine we already have, if you haven't already seen some upgrades, we're going to see some upgrades help keep the reinforcement costs down, because otherwise she does risk bleeding out quite aggressively from there. Again, good use of flares to support the attacks. Thumbs up. Charlie's definitely looking to leverage her Pathfinders as much as he can, using smoke, rifle grenades, and flares. Definitely not something you see a lot of American players recently. Oh, and there we go. The mine on the flank pays off beautifully. Not enough to stop all the rifle squads from up. There still lessens the impact, I think. But still, Charlotte's going in hard. He's second infantry arriving here, though. Arctars will be necessary, though. They are busy partly down here and up north. The other one is playing a bit safe here. So they end up being a brutal engagement. They didn't quite work out there for Theodosios.
Enemy activity near our munitions point.
Still, really efficient push here by Charlotte, and we got a weapon support center. I was not expecting that. Jaeger squad sitting out there. Southside Achtrad wipes one of Charlotte's Pathfinders, scoring a small but crucial win there for Theodosios. Removes one of those very annoying Pathfinders. Again, removes just some of the utility there that Charlotte otherwise had access to, because again, they have a lot of utility, which really should not be taken lightly. So we'll have to see what comes out there. I'm guessing machine guns is the plan there for Charlotte. Of course, be half tracks as well. Bazooka teams, maybe. I think with the anti-tank guns, that is a little less likely. Around the southern points here. Mines down there again. Thumbs up to Theodosios. Also got minesweepers up. Though Charlotte has yet to go for any engineers, so it's probably just to think ahead, but also to boost the repair speed. We also see a fresh pioneer squad out there. South side here. Another straightforward push here by Charlotte. Up north here, Pathfinder spotted by a significant part of Theodosios' force. We've got fuel seizure, very solid passive ability of the part of the battle group.
One of our sectors is now in enemy hands.
Personally, one of the primary reasons if I go for Mechanized is because of this ability.
A fuel point is being lost.
So let's see what Theodosios is doing next, but we're not seeing much out of the Luftwaffe company except those Jaegers, so I think he might actually be going straight for the Panzer company here, which honestly isn't a bad idea, obviously. But in the current metagame, it feels like I'm just seeing so much more extended Luftwaffe company. Charlotte there with the tank depot. Getting ready to move for her tanks. Up north here, Pioneers. Jaegers there pushing back Ralph squad. Fighting remains fierce and intense.
A victory point has fallen into enemy control.
Pioneers hiding here behind the stairs. Do you think the Americans are there? You go check. No, you go check. And Theodosios there, going for a third Jaeger squad. Okay, so perhaps not tank depot or Panzer company right away.
47s are ready to deploy
Paradrop reinforcements, definitely not the most common one there. See a lot after it got nerfed, where previously it was kind of nuts. It's, I think, okay now. But most players, if they can get an option between something that's okay and something that's really good, will pick what's really good. So there you go, third Jaeger squad out here for Theodosios. Die dritte Jägergruppe. Let's bring up the Panzerschreck. I thought you had the Panzerschreck. Ah, for heaven's sake. Ralph's got pushed back with the Arctrat. We got there the officers' quarters here. Got Theodosios, which works quite well with all the Jaegers he does have. Of course, means they're gonna A, already hit veterans 1, and then of course be much faster gaining veteran 2 and above. Ralph's got being suppressed, grabbing the northern nations point here. In the south of Charlotte keeps up great pressure. Tank depot done, could go for Shermans, could go of course for Hellcats, could go for the family Shermans. Got the Hellcat on the way there for Charlotte, probably in response to all the armoured cars and the fact she probably just wants them burning as fast as possible. Jaeger's pushing down here, of course note the Grenadiers have been merged with it. Congratulations Grenadier, you are now Jaegers. Did you get a pay raise? You wish. Southern point here. Moving up. Bit of quality for once as Charlotte is reorganizing and preparing for the next push against the Germans, as meanwhile Theodosios is looking to gain as much terrain as he can.
One of our munitions points is being neutralized.
We'll have to see what is next, but we do have the officers' quarters up there.
Territory lost.
We'll have to see what the final Jaeger squad gets equipped with. There you go, Ralph's going forward to the Jaegers here. G for the feast, Panzerschrecks they're blazing at them. Towards the hill here, Mount Bacon, Pathfinders they're deploying smoke. Messing up here Theodosios' defense. Jaegers caught out in the open. Jaegers are going to withdraw. We have an MG42 running coming fire from the nearby house by the pier. They're struggling a bit to track the Americans as they quickly move past the windows. Hellcat moving up here. Jaeger's being pushed off there. It's a pretty brutal fight here for Mount Bacon as Charlotte dives in with the 82nd Airborne. Moving forwards, Hellcats, they're racing forwards from a nearby independent tank destroyer regiment. Machine gun there blazing into the advancing Americans, catching the anti-tank and cruiser and the American advancing infantry Arctrat moving up here. Theodosios there, lacking any significant way of halting that Hellcat. And we got the Panzer Company there for Theodosios. So that was a really swift, efficient push here by Charlotte, and clearly one that Theodosios was not ready for. Mines been dangling down mines. Jaeger's pushing up here with the G33s. More mines going off here, slowing down Charlotte's ability to consolidate and grab terrain. Guessing Panther force next here for Theodosios. Maybe some stars to open. This could definitely also add some extra punch here versus Charlotte. That's what's next from Charlotte. Other more Hellcats, but 105 mm Sherman also is a very good possibility here. Jaeger's caught in the south by the fuel point. Ralph's advancing here. Pioneers in the center. North here, Jaegers are advancing. We got the Arctrats also slowly probing ahead here.
Point is no longer under our control.
June 64 to 335, fairly close in terms of victory points. And there you go. Apparently Charlotte either forgot about the machine gun, never did notice in the first place, but the result is the Ralph squad get suppressed and pushed off. Okay, they're withdrawing.
Reinforces required, Commander.
Arctrats there, sort of being used very conservatively now. I imagine it's partly A, the threat of the double anti-tank guns, but also the Hellcat is weighing heavily, of course, on Theodosios' mind, so it's probably looking to not extend his Arctrats into the Hellcat. Meanwhile, Charlotte here going for the 105mm Sherman to help deal with all the infantry and probably the dug-in machine guns. More mine from Theodosios, 2 thumbs up. Sehr gut. And we get a Panzerschreck upgrade for the second one, probably to help counter the M18 Hellcats, which are quite weak versus Panzerschreck infantry. Panther 4 is also within reach here for Theodosios and the 26th Panzer Division. Rascal there dug in by the northern victory point here. Looks like she's going to make a run here. And there you go. Panther for Theodosios as soon as you can build it. Thumbs up. Let's see who goes for any stars to them now.
Reports of enemy movement near our victory point.
North here, Jaegers Rascal with the scope D for the feet. So they do have a bonus versus units in heavy cover. Cheeky little devils there.
They've taken our victory point.
And could also just fire smoke here. Oh, behind them. Very sneaky there. Basically means like units can't easily support here. The RAF squad there. So they either have to like withdraw or push forwards. That's kind of smart there by Theodosios. Could also be a misclick, I suppose, but let's assume it wasn't. Panther misses both Hellcat and Sherman. Machine and airforce out on the premises as the premises are about to utterly implode. Panther force arrived here for Theodosios and the German army. Jaeger's got that victory point. Charlotte just withdraws. Probably figuring it is pointless. And far south, you've got the Pioneers pushing ahead here. Panther forming forwards, got the armored targets upgraded with Theodosios. 2 thumbs up. Another push from Mount Bacon. Men here charging in. Taking over from the Jaegers and the Grenadiers here. Armored car course also providing amplified support. Armored targets almost done. We got a lot of munitions flowing there for Charlotte. Might be she's saving up, of course, for a power bomb run. There you go. Sherman there being flanked by the Panther 4. Got Panther fire as well. The armored targets go down for the Panther 4. Making it that bit tough here. How armored cars drawing the fire the anti-tank guns here. Could be intention for the Theodosios. Could be a mistake. Almost got the anti-tank crew here. Hellcat going for the Panther 4 here. Panther 4 down to half health. Panther there impacting upon the tank destroyer. Jaeger's pushing across here. Mount Bacon catching there. Charlotte's flank now. And she had nothing to cover it. Mines being set off there by the sound of things. Further pursuit here. One anti-tank gun crew could decrew the other one as well here. And could even like recruit if Theodosios felt extra bold. Might want to pull back that Panther 4 though. Got the second anti-tank gun. Destroying the anti-tank guns, doesn't want to use them against the Americans. Further south, Pioneers are pushing up. Jaegers, they're close to being exterminated. Theodosios left for withdraw here. Jaegers being grenaded and forced withdraw here as Charlotte counterattacks here with the Engineers and the Rifle Squad. Still, that was a pretty good push here, and we got a squad flanking up behind, only to get met with the armored cars and the Panther 4. It looks like fortune is with Charlotte here, and a rifleman are able to get, well, back, sort of. So we'll have to see what happens next. So Theodosios could go for another Panther 4 using armored, the mechanized assault here to both repair the vehicles fast and boost any troops nearby them. I think in this case it's primarily just to repair them faster.
Commander,
We'll go for another Panther 4 though. We'll go for Star Swapping. We'll try and go for Panthers now. So only quite a few possibilities that Theodosios could pursue versus Charlotte. 3 and 15 versus 3 and 7, still very close in terms of victory points. The fight remains as close and intense as ever. Reorganizing, and again, note the way he is constantly merging here. So again, keep reinforcement costs down. Rifle squad moving in into the Pioneers. Armored car there nearby. Going to engage the Rifle squad, force them back. Further south here, Pathfinder's Rifle squad program at the beaches there. Slightly forgotten there by Charlotte briefly, but no more. And there we go. We got the cover bomb run as well here for Charlotte to bomb Theodosios. Of course, this could definitely add some pressure during already intense moments, but suddenly, like, he has to like manage one thing, and then suddenly there's like the threat of just getting bombed. Nice use of smoke here, obviously realizing she can't beat them, but still wants to grab the point, so she just smokes them, and they can't shoot her. Clever, and there you go. He smokes the Rifle squad now. Interesting choice there by Theodosios. A lot of smoke being used by both sides. 2 thumbs up to that. As for Charlotte, she's got the fuel for more armor, but manpower-wise, all the infantry there is definitely making it a bit tougher. Sweeping down southwards here. Looks like Theodosios could be looking to swing up for the southern beaches, hit Charlotte there from an angle she perhaps isn't ready for. Well, he's hoping he isn't ready for. Patrick there ambushing the Sherman, but taking a direct hit and turn there. And up north here in the hill, Rifle squad doing that namely 42, quickly suppressed. Quickly routed. But it does appear like, yeah, the main thrust here from Theodosios is going to be across the beaches. Charlotte, meanwhile, going for another Hellcat. As for Theodosios, we're not seeing much more out of here, other than he's flooding resources.
Defend our victory point. We're losing it.
Which definitely has me thinking he is scheming here for a Panther perhaps already. Theoretically a Vespa, but I think you're calling it by now, and I don't think with the current stuff that Charlotte has, Vespa is going to be like the ultimate pick, so feels more like a Panther stall, but at the same time a bit risky. It's going to be a lot of resources floating there. At least consider calling in something in between these command points. He's waiting for that.
We have a Hellcat reporting for duty.
In the south here, though, got Charlotte's push here to
Enemy in control.
regain the southern punch rebuffed. Second Hellcat ready.
Get those guns ready.
Bit more quiet now. We got 249 versus 307 as Theodosios gains a triple cap here on Charlotte. Getting a bit dangerous there. Hellcat moving forward, being engaged for the Grenadiers. Route Squad going straight at it. Arctard hanging back. Route Squad moving up here, closer to Mount Bacon. Charlotte's got a small amount of armor there, still getting ready there to do something in there. Go machine gun spotted, getting bombarded in the south there. Fighting on the beaches remains very much favored here for the Germans. Charlotte is, still looking to swing in. She's swinging in here from the north. Sherman's Hellcats diving in there. German Panther tracks firing off in response there. Panther engaging. More damage going on here, more death. South side here, we got mines being laid down. Arctard moving forwards. Hellcat moving in. Shoots, misses. Panther 4 flying away there. Hellcat's engaging. Sherman misses. Jaeger's getting blasted.
We're down to 200 points.
Less than 200 points left here for Charlotte. Plenty of munitions and got that cover bombing run, but clearly not finding a satisfactory moment to unleash it upon a Germanic foe. In the south, mine goes off. Route Squad taking losses. Other route squad moving forwards. Theodosios withdrawing quite aggressively, but he's also floating a lot of resources. Definitely feels like it is very much a Panther store, but I think he's realizing that's a bit silly. So in this case, go for the Sturm Panzer here. Grab deal with the infantry and all support weapons. Probably recommended a Panther 4 myself, or Starstruppen. But the Sturm Panzer, I suppose, can work out. They in particular, it's got armored targets already. We also got the officers' quarters here, so thumbs up to that. Otherwise, it does very much feel like a Panther stall here for Theodosios. At least he's not flinging too much resource. And Charlotte here going for another 100 family of Sherman here. Feeling bullish. She's going to try and bludgeon away here through the German front door. Up here. Mines being laid down here. Clearly concerned about American pushes center flanks. Got the Sturm Panzer here ready. Called the Stupa. Allies would call it the Bumbahn. For some reason it's stuck. The Germans never called it the Bumbahn. Again, they called it the Stupa, which is short for Sturm Panzer. Fun fact. North here, Punish laying down mines. Route Squad moving out. Panther 4, Sturm Panzer, they're lining up. Got a second on the farm Sherman there ready for Charlotte. Route Squad moving to the mines here, getting fired at by the Pioneers. They're able to overcome the Pioneers once they get unsuppressed. Got a machine gun coming up the southern points here against any harassment from Charlotte. Got the Sturm Panzer going for the Route Squad here. We got the armor moving forwards here. Charlotte getting ready for another big push here against Theodosios. She's coming in, swinging here, and she's not knocking. So there you go. Pushing forwards here. Can Theodosios weather the storm? We got here paradrop reinforcements and recon loader at the same time. Wow. Nice use there to support our assaults with. 2 thumbs up. Hellcats flanking up or falling back. Yes, the Arctards diving in here. Sun counter with Theodosios. Catches Charlotte a bit concerned here. Everything's been cleared up, but the Arctard goes down here. Panther 4, Sturm Panzer running forwards here. Engineers being enforced even as they're falling back here, courtesy of paradrop reinforcements. A massive embroiling engagement here. And we got more damage going off here. Sturm Panzer moving in. Jaegers moving up. Panther X blazing at the Americans. Panther 4, Sturm Panzer going for the flank, but the Hellcats get it. Still, Theodosios can call in the Panther now and does call it in here. Jaeger's being bombarded. Losses piling up here. Sturm Panzer's just not doing much here. Again, I think the Panther 4 would have probably helped Theodosios more there than the Sturm Panzer. He clearly wanted something with the turret. It was a misclick, honestly. I don't know. But the Panther's arrived. The Panzerkampfwagen 5. And the Sturm Panzer goes down without really doing anything there, to be honest. Painful blow there to Theodosios. Big win there for Charlotte. And the anti-tank is being crewed here. Of course, we do have the Panther ready now. The Panzerkampfwagen 5 Ausführung D. Early model of Panther. which meant it was also the one with the most issues and the most accidents. It would still see service until the end of the war, so they still produce a bunch of them, and it continuously serves in various ways. Even in cases where they were fault-ridden off, someone actually managed to like get them back in working order.
100 points remain.
Fun fact.
We gotta get close.
Of course, there later then be the Model A and then the Model G, and they were, before the end of the war, developing the Model F Panther. You'd seen a smaller but more protected turret.
Anti-tank gun is out
Of course, the question is how it fit people into the turret and actually make them reload the gun effectively is another matter. And we're shown behind the Jaegers here. Ralph's got them being flanked. Sherman there being flanked here, but we've got Patrick's ultimate up from the Jaegers. Hellcat engaging the Panther, bouncing off this front armor there. Sherman there taking a lot of damage. Could take out here the Sherman, that'd be a good one here for Theodosios. 98 versus 301. Charlotte is really on victory point. She definitely need to make that push there when she did, otherwise she'd been completely toast. Panther withdrawing here for now. Harbor bombing runs not being utilised yet. Arnie's creeping up there. We'll have to see what happens next with Theodosios, but apart from not placing more Panthers respond to both A, the Hellcats, and unfounded Shermans. Cunera moving up, probably to help fix up that Panther. Ralph's got advancing here. Good shot there on the Hellcat. Ralph's got moving in there. South 74 to catch Ralph's got here. Oh, grenade on the Jaegers. Blasting them, but actually not dropping a single model there from the squad. Very close there, though, for Theodosios. Panther there almost fixed up again. Troops sitting out, reinforcing. Jaegers firing away here, Arctide moving in. And we got another Hellcat here on the way for Charlotte. Probably responds to the Panthers. Rocket then landing ahead on the Hellcat here. Other Sherman Marines have catch here, the Jaegers, and a bit of a pincer. Panther moving forward, Sprout Squad suppressed here. Pantrix there, though, being bombarded. The Jaegers with the Pantrix bombarded by the two Shermans. Panther moves in, engages there with its high velocity, 75mm gun. Snare off there. South machine holding up in the lighthouse. Catching a bunch of Charlotte Southern forces. He actually went for a second power plant, got a completely missed out as he got so caught up in fighting. We got here a BAR left behind, indicating a squad actually got wiped as well there. Got 95 to 84 here, and we got a car bomb run here towards Mount Bacon, forcing Theodosios to push forwards or get bombed the stuffing out of. Pick up that BAR there. So who's gonna capture BAR? You do that, Fritz. Oh, wiped on machine gun. Good kill there for Charlotte. Opens up the south beaches there to infantry. And can even seize that machine gun. As the Theodosios getting ever closer to a second Panther. Jaeger scores a hit there. Panther moving forwards. Hellcats advancing. Triple Hellcats there. Need to be careful that Panther. They need to deploy smoke. I think pull back. Got Mechanized assault here up against triple Hellcats. That's going to be enough for the Panther. No smoke. Got one Hellcat though. Panther down though. Panther down. And we could see the Arctic go down as well. We've got a second Panther now around here though. For Theodosios. And the 26th Panzer Division. Setting out there with it. Meanwhile, in the further south here, Charlotte's Pathfinders retreat. And the Hellcats are withdrawing here, probably sensing there's more coming their way as the Panther moves in there. Jaegers push towards Mount Bacon. Engaging here the Grunt Rifle. Actually, just realised Charlotte's, Theodosios, I think, transferred out the remaining Grenadier Squad for even more Jaegers. Interesting pick there. Thumbs up, I suppose. From Starstorm, I think Volksbane should be a good choice, though. Almost got the Sherman, got more engineers there for Charlotte as Theodosios. Panther barrels up on a farm with Sherman. Could take it out. T Hellcats moving in here, trying to assist. Panther getting blasted. Got the Sherman though, gaining Veterans 1. East side here, machine gun though is being overwhelmed here by Charlotte's forces. Need support, but none seem to be forthcoming. Got 67, 273 here, 272. Back here, Jaegers reinforcing, healing. Pioneers being out there with the BAR. The Panther, of course, is in need of repairs again. Hellcats are receiving repairs. Sherman, of course, also in dire repairs.
Resources cut off. We have territory
Arctrat
isolated.
quickly diving south. It's going to try and clear out the Americans, then regain some of the lost ground
Our
there.
munitions point is being attacked.
Let's see what happens next with Theodosios. Going straight for the Arctrat in the machine gun, pushing them back here with heavy autocannon fire and coaxial machine gun fire. Jaegers pulling forwards here.
Enemy movement near victory
Jaegers with the
point.
advancing Arctrat here. They want to pull back the Jaegers here, seem to be being overwhelmed here by the sheer numbers under Charlotte's heroic command. Panther moving forwards and getting Arctrat here back up to Pioneers.
Our victory point.
Theodosios reinforcing the Panther with more troops. Definitely, I think, a very good idea. Charlie's Hellcats on the move there. No Panthers that are close enough to support. There's one down there, but it's not quite. Oh, Hellcat hits a mine! Theodosios mounting it, proving perhaps crucial here. Actually, may have just saved the Panther there from an otherwise brutal push here from Charlotte. Thumbs up. Other Jaeger sitting out there, closing in on a potential another Panther. Could also go for Panther 4s, but instincts at this point, I think Theodosios is just going to keep calling in Panthers.
Location secured. All quiet.
Jaegers pushing up here, Panther supporting. We got more Jaegers in tow here. Slowly time to get them to the east level. And there you go, Hunter from Sherman engaging the Jaegers. Shot goes off, your Hellcats joining in the front. Panther though shoots, misses.
Sector's gone. We must
Jaegers
take
taking
it
further
back.
losses here, only just 2 men. Hellcats are scoring penetrating hits on the Panther. Second hit go through, and there you go, Carpet bombing around here. Theodosios has to make the hard decision, and he's actually going to withdraw footage to shoot the Jaegers though. Oh dear, this is going to get close. But narrowly avoided it. Wounds though get utterly and further ruined here by Charlotte. Another Hellcat on the way here. 67 to 229. Jaegers there takes a massive and stunning hit here. Theodosios close again on a second Panther. Jaegers are doing what they can. Panther shoots, misses. Jaegers about to get wiped out. Raut's going to go for the Panther. Snare off here.
Victory point.
Damaging the engine. Up north here. Arctrat there holding the line. But we get Jaegers here being absolutely buried here by the Hunter from Sherman. Mechanized assault there being activated. Second Panthers around for Theodosios and the German army. Hellcat they're going for the Arctrat. Jaegers grabbing the victory point here. Southern one's going to be heavily contested photo here between the two sides. Machine guns, that is MD42s, dueling now with the victory point. Panther being fixed up.
Completed.
Another Hellcat ready. Others patrolling far ahead of the rest of the force here as the Panther number 2 arrives. Fighting is quite hectic. Veteran to 1 Panther getting a move on. Hellcats lining up with each other. And we got the MD42 for some reason firing at the Panther, which is very beneficial there for Theodosios' machine. But there you go. Other Panthers isolated being swarmed here. Needs the first Panther up to support the second Panther. Or Charlotte here could very well knock it out. But there you go. Bounced a shot. Very lucky. Jaegers forced off the northern victory point here. We got 67 versus 66. South side here. Right wing forwards. Machine gun there setting up again.
Being contested.
Massive wave of troops here from Charlotte. Theodosios needs more infantry to counter that.
Hellcat. Crew down.
Hellcat knocked out. Good win there, or engagement there for Theodosios. As long as he doesn't lose the Panther. Machine gun forced off. Beaches in the south again, falling here to democracy. And Sherman engaged for the Panther. Second Panther moving up. Jaegers getting bombarded. Sherman getting focused down with the double Panthers. 58 versus 209. Swinging hold of infantry moving in there.
German 105 isn't responding.
Panthers diving southwards here. Looks like Theodosios wants those Hellcats gone.
Taking fire.
Pushing into Charlotte's base here with the 2 Panthers. Snares up one of the Indians on the Panther there.
Falling to 200 points.
Other Panthers gained veterancy. 2 Hellcats engaging. 58 versus 94. Hellcats blasting at the Panther. Jaegers pursuing there. And we got Mechanized assault again here to help repair the Panthers. Hellcats withdrawing meanwhile up here. Victory point falling back to the hands of the Germans. 58 versus 81. Right from there going hunting for that damaged Panther as the other Panthers going for the Hellcats. Jaeger's grabbing victory points here. Theodosios' situation remains, well, quite chaotic and messy, to put it gently.
The enemy is stealing our munitions point.
Like he just spilled meatballs all over the kitchen tables. He now has to try and pick them all up. Hellcat swinging about here. Jaeger's there about to be engaged. Got a massive swing push. But Charlie again, machine gun they're setting up, but it's setting up in the wrong direction. Oh, 9. Hellcat's going for the Panther flank. Hit Jaeger's as well. Panther taking damage, but could take out one Hellcat here. Can he score it? No! Stops at the wrong angle. Smoke here saves the Panther, or the Hellcats. Nemo machine being pushed off. The Jaegers could get wiped out here by Charlotte's force on the retreat path here. Jaegers going with a Panther trick. Oh, Charlotte made a got the Hellcat. 50 for 168 here. Oh, sorry about that, Sneeze. I was trying to suppress it, and well, it clearly didn't work out. Sadly, there's no subsonic ammunition for sneezes. And Theodosios might just be going for a third Panther here? Yes, he goes for a third Panther. Good lord, triple Panther, people. Yeah, because it was the Pathfinders. Third Panther rolling off here. Nemo Hellcat, they're going for that Panther. Taking return hits here, though, with the high velocity gun there. Another Hellcat ready. Rival squad flanking in here. Machine supporting it. Hellcat taking more damage, almost being knocked out here by the Panther.
Enemy movement near victory point.
Up here in the center, third Panther engaging rival squad. A 50 versus 131 here. Machine gun here versus rival squad. They're quickly rushing in there. Ah, it's gonna get grenade. No! They're gonna be caught right in front of it. No, it retreats. Ah, so many things happening at the same time, and they're just happening with such small margins of error. Jaeger's pulling in here. Panther engaged by the Hellcats. Jaeger's almost got the rival squad here. Smoke being deployed aggressively against the machine gun there. They got 50 versus 98. And we got here Paradrop reinforcement being utilized again by Charlotte. It's been ages since we've seen anyone use this ability consistently, so 2 thumbs up to Charlotte. Machine gun baiting out, catching the... You see it? Rival squad still airdropping down there. Absolute chaos, ladies and gentlemen. That Triple Panther making about 50 versus 78. He's using it to grab and contest the point. And the grenades being popped there on the Jaegers, almost popping out the Jaeger squad. There's down just 1 man. Might still get the wipe here, though, to be honest. Jaeger's moving in there. Machine gun, they're also getting reinforcements. Panthers driving up. Pathfinders, rival squad moving. It's all going on around the point here. The Panthers just firing at it. Jaegers, though, going down here, and they're wiped. 50 versus 56. Got a force pushing northwards here. Pioneers being wiped out. We got 50 versus 50 points. 50 versus 48. Panthers doing what they can here, but they're struggling. But the only question might have been if perhaps you should just stuck to 2 Panthers and gone for some Panther force to help deal with all the infantry. Or some Starstorm, because I feel like one issue right now with Theodosios' force comes that's obviously becoming apparent, I think, to most is it's a bit short on like harder anti-infantry elements here. 24 points left, 21. Charlie's just sacrificing troops at this point, just to contest here. Just to keep Theodosios from grabbing any points here, no matter the cost here. Even airdropping paratroops here. We got 9 points left. 6. 3, and that is it. GG. Game over. What an absolutely outstandingly crazy match here on Twin Beaches. That was really close. Charlotte there, though, managed to just come screeching across the finish line there. Car on fire, and just, you know, crews running out there to extinguish it. But she won it. She won it. That was really brutal there. Those Panthers definitely put some work in, but they're not quite super strong versus infantry. And I think that's basically what Theodosios needed, was something a bit more useful as infantry, like some Starstorm, a Panther 4. I think had Theodosios mixed in with all the Panthers, I think he'd been in a much better position versus Charlotte. But still, really good back and forth here. Some great pushes there from Charlotte and some great maneuvers there from Theodosios. So I hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. And again, big thanks to Alvadi for putting this together and allowing me to cast matches from it. So cheers everyone, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye everyone.